Okay, you got Mr. Case Hatter back at you here. Gonna give you an update on this big boy FPV plane that I've been building. As you can see here, we got the arm and wing. Here we got a 1/2" dowel, and here we got a little small 1/4" dowel. No, it's actually a 3/16 thing. But anyway, we've got all our control surfaces on. We've got our engine mounted. We've changed the landing gear. I need a little more weight forward, so I removed the landing gear from the wing and put the weight forward. Now, with this setup, I have three 2200 milliamp 11.1 volt LiPo batteries tucked away inside. I'll run the plane off of two. I carry one for the general weight, and I can mount my FPV camera here or under here, give a good view. Now for camera purposes, I'll mount it under here, but the FPV will go up here, and that'll allow me to go in and get to my power and everything. And also the receiver is way back here, so we shouldn't get any interference. I can put my antenna here up front. We got a 60" wingspan. Other modifications. Here we have our dual purpose rudder, which seems to be working fine. Cross your fingers. I've cut down on my tail a little bit as to get rid of some weight, and I don't like doing that because you get rid of weight. It'll also, well, I guess it's a trade-off. But anyway, I also upgraded the tail wheel slightly. I've added another wire and another wheel, and this seems to work out better. As you can see, I got a stop at the bottom, and we've got weight across. Now on the wing, I've got basically a 15 size electric motor. She's pushing 225 watts at full throttle with a 10/6 prop pusher. And I got a CG point marked already, and my wing instance is marked. And that, since I'm attaching the wing with rubber bands from the wing instead of the fuselage, I'm able to move the wing anywhere I want to on the fuselage depending on the weight. Now, I cleaned it up by giving it a sharp point. I named it Big Boy. The only thing, I finished trimming everything up this morning, cleaning it up a little bit. The only thing I have left to do is to close off some of the points under the wing and put some foam tape so it won't slide so easily. And our CG is correct. The thrust is at the bottom of the scale for the weight of the plane. Total weight on the plane is 4 pounds and 9 ounces. And I'm pushing out 3 pounds of thrust. Now, to me, that's a little bit on the low angle, but there again, I'm used to flying 3D. So, according to all the literature I've read in the books and stuff, power to weight ratio, it should fly pretty good. I want to stay on the lower end because more power means more battery. So, like I say, I'm going to be flying two 2200 milliamps, so that's going to give me 4,400 milliamps of power. So hopefully it'll give me a pretty good flight duration. And with the expandable space, I can go up to 6 batteries and to increase my length of flight. Cross your fingers, this little system works out good. The prop thrust seems to be pretty good. I've done the elevator check with the thrust line with the nose up against my scale, and it didn't vary, so we'll see. I also added some cable supports here. Now this is fishing line, but this is not stretching fishing line. This is Dacron braid, so it don't stretch, and it's tied into the 1/4-inch spar. So I went down with a needle, went over the spar at these points and tied it off. Now my only regret is I didn't glue it quick enough, and it cut into the foam a little on this side. The other side I got wise, and I glued it using the Gorilla Glue before I put pressure on it, and it didn't cut into the foam. We live and we learn. Of course, I've got some air bubbles that showed up overnight. That's pretty typical for me. Me and my covering. Oh well, we're not perfect. Well, the only thing I'm going to do before I give her a test flight, I'm going to add some winglets to stop the turbulence off the ends of the wings, and a little padding on the wing, and the next video will be for a flight. I have flew my addiction in the past few days, but it's fall and it's a little windy. But if I can get everything done, get everything going, maybe I can get out late in the evening or early in the morning when the winds aren't so bad. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.